Get us started for today. So listen up and let's give him some respect while he's chatting.
Thank you, John. So, like Coach Gilstead said, my name is Brandon Kishbaugh. I was a coach here. Started in 2010. Coached here for about 4 years. Coached at Estacada for a year or two before that as an assistant, and stuff like that, and volunteered and all that kind of stuff. This last year, I took a job at Nike in their sports centers, working with like athletic events, that kind of stuff. And then about 2 months ago, I took a job in their youth department, working with 6-month-year-olds, so little babies, up to about 6-year-olds, working with creating like good body mechanics. Not necessarily sports related. We do introduce some sports, but mostly how to teach the human body how to move correctly. So you might ask, how does that work with a 6-month-year-old? They don't run, they don't jump, they don't do anything like that. But what we'll do, we'll set up basically an obstacle course for them, and some of them just sit there and kind of look at it like, what the heck do you want me to do with this? But as they see their peers start to crawl over stuff, climb on stuff, the human body is amazing. It learns quickly. Any parent, I'm sure, can attest. All of a sudden, one day they're crawling, the next day they're walking, the next day they're running, and you can't keep up with them. Okay, it's crazy. You'll see when I first got introduced to them about 2 months ago, we had a couple of kids that could barely walk. Now, you take your eye off them, they're gone. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And what I'm here today to do is to talk to you guys about attitude and effort, which for any athlete, any person that's involved in fitness, any coach, anything like that is huge. Okay, and so that's what we're gonna do a broad stroke of what that means to me, what that hopefully means to you guys as athletes, and then we'll delve a little deeper into some of the principles that I think are important. Does that make sense? Sound good? Okay. So, played basketball in college. My first day of practice, I had teammates that were 6'7", 6'8", could touch the top of the white. Where you're supposed to aim to bank a shot, for a lay-in? They could touch that, right? Touch that with their hand. Okay? I had guys that were 5'11", that were doing 360 dunks. And here I am, about 6'3", I'm chubby, white kid from Estacada, never dunked in my life. Okay, I had, but they weren't real dunks. They were kind of layups with rim grabs. Okay, so we're doing warm-ups. Everyone likes to show off in warm-ups, right? So they're doing 360s. They're, throwing the ball through the rim, right? I go up and try to dunk, miss it. I'm coming to the back of the line. My coach Sanders like, Brandon, come here. It's like, you ever dunked before? Yeah, coach, a couple times. He's like, don't ever try again. Oh, that'll take the air out of your sails real quick. It's like, do what you're good at. Okay, so okay, I can do that. But in the back of my mind, it's like, I'm going to show him, right? And that is, when I looked, everyone asked me, where did you decide that fitness and that was like where you wanted to go? That moment. That is the moment that I was like, okay, it's changing. I had never eaten a salad in my entire life until that point. I was 18 years old. Never eaten a salad in my entire life. Changed right there, okay? So that's when my attitude towards athletics, fitness changed right there. And with that, my effort totally changed. Practice would end, I'd go to the gym. I'd go work out, okay? Wake up in the morning, I feel like I wasn't ready, I'd go run, okay? It did lead to a little bit of tendonitis. I might have overdone it, but I was 18 years old, I was young, I was dumb, didn't have the knowledge to go along with my attitude and my effort, okay? So that's gonna lead us into my first point in terms of effort, okay? There's 3 of them. You gotta work hard, you gotta work smart, and you gotta work consistently. I was not working smart. I was working hard, and I was working maybe a little bit too consistent, but I wasn't working smart. Who can tell me what I mean by when I say you need to work smart? Anybody? There's only 6 of you, so somebody's got to speak up. It's not that hard. I promise it's not. Okay. If Coach Gilstead, you're doing a drill, you go, Brandon, get over there, go shoot a layup. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to shoot that layup with my eyes closed. Is that working smart? No. Okay, so that's one example of how you cannot work smart. Okay? Let's take it to weight training. Okay? If it's my first time weight training and I'm doing squats, I'm gonna put 500 pounds in the bar. Because I want strong legs. I want to be able to jump out of the gym. I go there, I put 500 pounds in the bar. Is that working smart? No. Okay? So that's number 1. You have to work smart. That means doing things correctly fundamentally, and knowing your limitations, knowing your body's limitations, and being able to, okay, my goal is here, I want to be able to squat 500 pounds. My capability is maybe I'm at 100 pounds. Okay, so then I create that pathway to get there. Okay, if I want to dunk, maybe all I can do is touch the bottom of the net right now. Okay, but I'm going to create a pathway to get to there. Okay, so that's number one. That's working smart. Working hard. Who can tell me what working hard is? Easiest one out of the three. Come on, I'm going to ask you guys a lot of questions today, so might as well get used to it. Go. Pushing yourself? Yeah, pushing yourself. Okay, that's pretty easy one, right? If you're doing a drill, coach goes down here and swing your legs. Okay, catch that ball, catch it. Now shoot that leg. Is that working hard? No. Okay, so that's pretty obvious why that one's important. If you go through the motions, you're not going to be effective in what you do, correct? Okay, consistency. Who can tell me what working consistently means? Come on, guys. Yes.
You have like a schedule and you don't like stop one.
Exactly. Yeah, very good. Easy. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Okay, so if we have these two workouts, right? The 23rd and the 30th, correct? If I show up to those workouts and that's all I do until next basketball season, is that working consistently? No, it's not. Okay? You're not going to get to where you want to do. Okay? So it's very important you do all three. If coach or myself or whoever, whoever's leading you, your parents, if they say, okay, we're going to do these workouts 3 times a week. Okay? 3 times a week is pretty manageable. Even if it's just that, if you're doing those 3 days a week consistently, that is enough to build a solid base and go from there. If at the end of your competitive season, you didn't quite reach your goals, maybe it might take 4 or 5 times a week. So whatever consistency is, that's a fluid. That's a little bit more of a fluid situation. But whatever it is, find that, stick to it as best you can. I understand there's going to be times that come up, but if your ultimate goal is, I want to be a collegiate basketball player, I want to be a collegiate runner, I want to be a collegiate football player, whatever it is, I want to be a fitness professional, whatever it is, you need to, if you want to, it's academic. If you want to work for NASA, if you want to work for Intel, whatever, there's going to be a process that you need to do, and you need to work hard at it, you need to work consistently at it, you need to work smart at it. All right? So making sure we're doing those 3 things. Okay? And those are important for coaches as well. What's your name?
Cody.
Cody? If Cody tells me, Coach, I want to be an all-state basketball player. Cody, that's a great goal. I'm going to give you the opportunities to get there. I would do that. Coach would do that. Coach would do that. I'm sure your parents, if you told them, Mom, Dad, I want to be a college basketball player, I'm willing to do anything it takes to get there. I'm hoping that they would give you those opportunities to get there. Okay? So when that happens, Cody, we're going to do that. First workout, 6 a.m. Monday. Okay, Coach, I'm going to be there. You show up, I'm going to kill this workout. You do. Okay? You work hard, you work smart, you're there. Your consistency for that one workout is great. Okay? Next one's Wednesday, Cody, 6 a.m. Okay, Coach, I'll be there. 6 a.m. Wednesday comes around. You stayed up too late. Playing video games, man. Alarm clock off. Text Cody. Call Cody. Nothing. See Cody walking through the halls about 2 hours later. Cody, what's up, man? Where were you? 6 a.m. Wednesday. Coach, my alarm didn't go off. Right. We don't believe that. Okay? You turned it off. Okay? It's hard to get up at 6 a.m. sometimes. Okay? Let it slide. Okay? Cody, we're going to be Friday. 3rd workout of the day. Okay, we're going to go 3 days a week. This is our 3rd one. Give you another chance. And 2K was calling your name Thursday night. Stayed up. Midnight. Okay. I'm just not going to set my alarm. Coach will know. Everyone else will be there. I won't be. You won't know. Friday. Coach knows. Okay? He's going to be here 3 days a week. He's not there. Oh, Coach, I'm tired, man. Cody, it sounds to me like you kind of want to be a college basketball player. You don't really want it. Okay? So that's not even talking about. It's important for coaches as well. Okay? We're going to be willing to do those commitments. Your parents are going to be willing to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and drive you to practice, drive you to workouts. It is important as an athlete, as whatever, that you are willing to make those sacrifices as well. Okay, so we talked about the 3 kind of blanket statements, right? Now we're going to kind of delve a little bit deeper into some little tidbits of what that means to me, what that means to athletes in general, as to kind of go along with that. So the importance of absolute effort, not going through the motions. Why is that important? Okay, why can you tell me that if coach, we're doing 3 we're gonna do one dribble pull-up jump shots from a triple threat. So coach throws me the ball, I catch it, I take a half dribble, I shoot the jump shot, barely jumping, right? You might make it in practice, and it might look great. You know, you might be a good photo op, but if that comes wrong in a game, and you all of a sudden you gotta go fast, that might slip out of your hands. You might not be used to having to jump that high, which might get a little short, it might get a little long. You know, you might get blocked because you're not used to moving that fast, and all of a sudden that ball's getting planted back in your forehead, and you have Wilson written right there. Okay? So it's important that you don't just go through the motions, you deliberate practice every single time. And what that means is, so I catch that ball, it's November 15th, it's our first practice of the season, right? We don't have a game for a month. It is important that you still catch that ball, you jump out, okay? It's important you do it every single time, right? Because if you don't, when it comes time, and there's 10 seconds left, and you need to get that jump shot off, regardless of how good a defender's in your face, you won't know how to do it if you haven't practiced it, right? That's why it is important to have 100% effort in everything that you do. Okay? So now we're going to move into consistency. Why that's important. Okay? You might think that one Wednesday, that one Friday you missed, unimportant, right? Okay? How often do you think it's just one workouts happen? Do you think so if we start now and we go through November 15th, you think there might be only one in that whole time? No. There's going to be vacations. Okay? There's going to be weddings. There's going to be camping trips. There's going to be boat trips. There's going to be times on the river. Those things are going to come up, right? It is important that we minimize those so we can be consistent in our effort, okay? Right? So that's why that's important, because who knows how many of those might be, and who knows what impact every single one of those might add up to be, right? Every workout you miss is a workout you can't get back, right? It's a workout you have to make up somehow, okay? So remember that when you're thinking, 6 a.m., oh, it's so easy to turn off that alarm, right? So easy, okay? What was the last one? After we were hard, we were consistent, we were smart, okay? Why is it important to work smart? Okay? Why is it important to work smart? Anyway. Okay. So, number one, so you don't injure yourself, right? If I go down right now and I try and squat 500 pounds, I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm too old, I'm not good enough at it, right? But if I go down there and I'm gonna say, okay, I can squat 200 pounds, and I do that for a couple months, then I do it for 250, you do 300, you can build through that, right? So, knowing your limitations is very important, right? But also know what you're capable of, being able to create that process. So that's number one, you don't want to injure yourself. Number two, you want to learn proper fundamentals. Whatever it is. If you're learning how to run the 100-meter dash, if you're learning how to high jump, if you're learning how to shoot a jump shot, it's very important that you learn those proper fundamentals. So when it comes time to do it in the game, and it's important that you do things perfectly, you know how to do it. If you practice this way, you know, because it's funny, or you know that's the way you've been taught, or you practice running like this, or whatever it may be, you know, it's important that you learn to do things correctly, and it might take a little while, it might be uncomfortable, it might be embarrassing that you don't know how to do something correctly when everyone else does, but if you do those three things, you will get there, okay? That's what all three of those are important, okay? Talked about those. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about talent versus hard work, okay? Talent is something that you are born with. Right? Some people are just born with good body mechanics and they're good runners. Some people are born, you know, a little bit better at jumping. Some people are born a little bit taller. Some things just come naturally to people, right? Everyone knows that. Hard work is something that is created, or something you do to create a skill, right? So that's kind of talent, hard work, and skill. So if I'm not a very good dribbler, is that just something, okay, I'm not very talented at it, I can't get better at it? Is that true? No, you can, through hours of hard work, become a great dribbler, right? Perfect example, Steph Curry. Has anyone ever read his high school, evaluation for college? He was like a 2-star, okay? It's out of 5 stars, right? He's like 2 stars. He had 2 offers to go play college, okay? I'd say he's pretty good, right? No? You don't think he's very good? Yeah, he is. Do you think, but if you look at him, he was skinny as anybody in here, right? His arms were tiny, he looked like a bobblehead, right? He had his big old head and skinny little neck, skinny little arms, okay? Now he's one of the best players in the NBA, And it's not because all of a sudden he just grew a foot and damn good dribbler, darn good shooter, right? Those are things that you can get better at. So he said, okay, I'm not born 6'8", I'm not LeBron. I wasn't born with all these natural gifts. Okay, so I'm gonna have to work that much harder to get there. Okay, so that's kind of the difference between talent or skill and hard work. Who knows who Will Smith is? Anybody? Just raise your hand if you know who Will Smith is. You don't know who Will Smith is?
Fresh Prince?
Come on, man. I Am Legend, all that rapper. West Philadelphia, born and raised. Okay, I taught this generation again. You guys know who he is? Okay, good. He is somebody that is impressive to me. He's a good musician, good actor, good dude, right? Whenever he gives an interview, he never talks about how he's gifted. He flat out says, I don't picture myself as somebody that's naturally talented. I don't have a lot of natural gifts. But what he says he does have, I have a sickening, ridiculous work ethic, right? And I've heard him say this multiple times. He's like, if I get on a treadmill next to somebody, they might be smarter than me, they might come from privilege, they might have money, they might be better looking, they might be stronger, faster, whatever. They might have all those gifts over me. But they're getting off that treadmill first. Okay, 2 things are going to happen. They're going to get off that treadmill, or I'm going to die before that happens, right? So, I mean, obviously that's to an extreme level, right? But regardless if you're an actor, a musician, a runner, a basketball player, you're competing against something, right? If you're an actor, you're competing against somebody for that role, right? If you're a basketball player, there's another team on the other side of that court. Okay, if you're a runner, there's somebody in the lane next to you. Okay, they might be more talented than you. They might have more privilege than you. What I mean by privilege is they might have more opportunities to go train in high-tech facilities. They might have the best shoes, all that kind of stuff. But you can outwork them. Okay, you can outwork them if your mind is right, your attitude and effort is right. Okay, so always remember that. So now we're going to move on to attitude. Okay. So I'm going to kind of move through this one a little bit faster just because I do want to let you guys get to your workouts. I rambled a little bit last time. So attitude, finding your why. Who knows what I mean when I say finding your why for why you do something? So I'm just going to pick somebody. Why do you play basketball? On the spot, man. It's easy. It's easy. It's an easy one. It's what? It's fun. Yeah, it's great. Why? Why do you? Okay, we got to try something new. What else? Huh? Enjoy it, okay, that kind of goes along with fun.
It's fun.
Come on, guys, something a little different than fun.
It's easy.
It's easy? Okay, you're talented at it, okay, that's good.
I want to get better.
There you go, that's a good one, you want to improve. Alright? You have to have a why. And no offense to parents or anything like that, or your coaches, if you play basketball because your coach wants you to, or you play basketball because your parents want you, or your girlfriend wants you, or whatever your boyfriend wants you, you are probably not going to put the proper attitude and the proper effort into becoming a better basketball player. Right? Would you say that's fair? If you're doing it for somebody else, probably not going to get, unless it's something deeper than that. Okay? So you got to find a why. Whether that's fun, you love competition, you love the thrill of watching the ball go through the basket, you love hearing the crowd cheer for you, whatever it is, you got to find that why. Okay? If you don't have that why, you're not going to be able to have that work hard, work smart, work consistent. Correct? All right? Who can tell me why a good attitude is important in athletics? Or anything, in life in general? Why? Anybody? Yes?
If you can get frustrated and it's easy for me.
Exactly. Okay? An example I gave previously. Okay, if I'm coming down here, there's 10 seconds left, or 15 seconds left in the game, I go to crossover, I go to beat my guy, I dribble the ball with my foot, ball goes out of bounds. Coach is mad. Dad's head's in his hands. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend is, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. You're pissed. You saw they ain't about the ball. Your guy's running down the floor. He's getting the layup. Okay, is that a good attitude? No. Okay, you dribbled off your hands, or you dribbled off your foot. Ball goes out of bounds. You play great defense. You steal it back. You go in. You make that shot. Is that a good attitude? Yes. You have to be unrelenting and positive. Okay. It might be a split second where you, I'm going to get it back. Okay, I'm going to get it back. Okay, that's okay. But don't let a negative play or a negative situation affect how your next situation could occur. Okay? That's what I mean by saying unrelenting positive. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about why this is so important in terms of being a basketball player in general. When I took this job in 2010, my interview went something like this. All right, Brandon, if you get this job, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You might not win a game next year. You could play your best game, they could play the worst game, you still might lose by 20. I'm thinking, yeah, right. I know what I'm doing. I've played basketball before. I coached basketball. We're going to be good. Okay? First practice, okay, we got a little bit of work to do. You know, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. First game comes along, we lose by, I think it's like 10 or so. Second game comes, we win. We win by like 20. I'm like, yes. We're going to be good. We're going to be good. I got this. Next game comes around, we lose by 20. Next game comes around, we lose by like 25, 30, 40, 50. We lost by 70 points one game that year. I'm not lying. Okay? I'm not lying. That second game, or that win, that was the only win we had all season. All season. 122. Okay? Okay. Come back next year. It's a new year. We got most of our guys returning. We only lost 2 seniors. Got a bunch of hard-working guys. We'll be good. We'll be okay. First game comes along. We worked all spring, all summer. First game comes along. Lose by like 6. Like, man, we're so close. We'll be good. It's a pretty tough team. We'll be okay. Lose the next game, lose by like 8. We're right there. We're right there. Season kept rolling along. 20-point loss. 30-point loss. 40-point loss. You know? 0-22. Okay? 1 in 40, 42, 43, whatever it was. 1 in 40 something. My first 2 years here. Very difficult, right? Very difficult. And someone that's we had kids that were committed. I was committed. We were here pretty much daily, all year round. You know, we're working hard. We're working, I think, smart. I think I know what I'm doing. We're working consistently. That's for darn sure. Not there. But we had an attitude that it's possible. We're going to get good. We're going to get better. You know, we had a positive mindset towards it. Third year came around. Consistent work all off season. Hard work all off season. Smart hard work all off season. Finished 500. All right, things are going in the right direction. Missed the playoffs, which was our goal, by 1 point. Won the game that should have sent us to the league playoffs, but the way tiebreakers worked, we lost by 1 point. Okay? 1 point. I don't know, it's almost, I would have almost rather lost that game than win it to be that close. And nope, you won by 3, needed to win by 4. That's like, oh, stick it in there and just turn it around. Okay? We lost a couple seniors that year. It's like, man, this might be hard to bounce back from to be that close. We had guys, that next Monday, 6 a.m., Coach, when do we start workouts? Okay? From being totally deflated that Friday night, I mean, I was ready to go. Hit it, boom, next season, make league playoffs, lose league playoffs, team we beat twice. That stings a lot, okay? Brandon leaves, goes to his job at Nike. I wonder how these guys are going to respond to that. Coach, I know you're going to Nike, but we want to work all summer. We want to work all spring. Will you do that for us? Hell yeah! Coach will attest to this. He's the same way. If there are kids willing to work, when do you want to be there? I'll open the door. I'll be there. Okay? We worked until I had to be kicked out, you know, to let somebody else come in here and coach them. Okay? They had their best season they've had in 25 years, something like that, this year. Okay? Made it to state. I'm hoping I can come back this year and do the same thing. Okay? So that's attitude. There were countless opportunities for me to say, screw this, I'm done. I can't handle this anymore. There was nights I just couldn't sleep. We just lost by 50. I got a technical. I'm going to have to answer to that. I'm going to call on Monday. What is going on? Okay, the kids probably hate me because I'm yelling at them still. But we believed it was possible, and we just kept working. So that's why that is so important. So in terms of that, moving forward, if it's your goal to be a basketball player, football player, volleyball player, track star, whatever it is, it's possible. You have to have that mindset, right, guys? Okay, last thing before I let you guys go, this is just the last little closing statement. If you go to a Blazer game and you see Damian Lillard, you see LeBron James, you go to any other sporting event, or you see it on TV and you see, like, man, that person is just unbelievable. I could never do that. It's like, so, like, you can't even comprehend how it's possible that people can do those sort of things. Get that thought out of your mind right now, right? They're not from another planet. They're a human being, right? It has to be somebody, right? It has to be somebody on that TV screen. It has to be somebody on that floor doing those things, right? Why not one of you 6, right? Why not one of your teammates? Get in their ear, okay? It has to be somebody. But it won't be one of you if you don't have that right attitude and the right effort, right? Okay? So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Have a great workout, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy it.
Thanks, Papa.